Ramesh, can you just quickly introduce yourself?
Okay. Ramesh Natarajan. I take care of India and Middle East as two growth markets. I'm the CEO for these two designated territories. I've been with Redington for 28 years, and well, that's the journey thus far.
So, what kind of advice would you give it to channel partners on AI sales and business models? Because there's a lot of hype around AI, right?
No, I guess it's no more a hype AI because what has definitely helped through an AI perspective is a lot of productivity cutting across many different functions, whether it is HR, if you have to go ahead and reorganize your resumes, uh, a whole lot of resumes aligning to a certain set of roles and responsibilities. It gets it done not in under less than 2 or 3 minutes as compared to about 5 or 7 days, which the human capacity will take. There's a whole host of IT operations management and IT service management with an AI embedded gets you a lot more easy manageability, okay, rather than doing a physical feat of it. There's a whole host of AI that's used on marketing, that's used on sales, it's used on lead scoring. So I think AI has got its own advantages from a functional perspective of any corporate management. What it's possibly not struggling, what it's supposed to establish is a kind of a business outcome based for an organization. Now, my advice in the way you would ask is any partner who should look at his customer should try and solve small bespoke problems using an AI and not try and over invest on LLMs, but try and build subscription models so that it solves small problems for customers and then slowly see how to expand your many smaller problems into a larger project and be in the position to take it forward.
So, how are you working with all the hyperscalers? Is Redington Marketplace still the main platform for your partners?
Well, we work with all the hyperscalers, AWS and Microsoft and Google. That's giving the flexibility for any customer to bring in workloads that are very typical of each one of these hyperscalers. There are cost optimizations between these three hyperscalers on certain kind of workloads that gives you an advantage of building a multi-cloud architecture if possible. And we have CQ, CloudQuarks, as a platform that we use for rendering these three hyperscalers for the customers. Now, it enables on invoicing, it enables on automatic renewals, it enables on analytics and insights on the workloads that you would use. We're working towards building version 2.0 that would probably bring in cost optimization, marketplace that can bring in a whole lot of ISVs on different customer verticals. Um, and then of course, migration assessment was something that we all started off with, but we are gradually moving towards infra modernization, application modernization, security on cloud. These are areas where not just the digital native customers, but also the legacy to modernization customers are something which we are thriving on the hyperscaler models. Partners are in a position to work with customers on building business outcomes using cloud and not essentially increase the cost. There's a lot of arbitration between capex and opex, okay, and there's a lot of orchestration for the customers in terms of optimizing the cost, critical applications versus routine applications. So I think the way you consume cloud, the way you consume IT today is far different from what it used to be about, let's say, 5, 6 years back, specifically post-COVID, when digitalization is getting to be the mainstream. How do you use a choice of different tech and tools that will help you deliver business outcomes and solving problems for the customers? I think
Final question. You are the head of India and Middle East.
Yep.
So, how are the operations in the India and Middle East driving revenue growth for Redington. And maybe you can share a little bit about broader global expansion plans as well.
Okay, so I would want to give a lot of benefit from an India standpoint. The digital India is in itself velocity and momentum that adds up to the ecosystem. Second is workplace optimization and uh, new modern workplaces enables you to work from home, work from office, hybrid, work from remote, deliver services remote. So I think digitalization seems to be the order of the day from that perspective. And India has also moved on to the second or third version of smart city projects. That's obviously helping up growth. There's a lot of ISVs and startups that's obviously taking India, a lot of technology and tools that are getting built in India, it's getting taken worldwide on many industries like fintech, okay, and many industries on healthcare. So those are things that are obviously driving the growth from an India perspective. And on the other side, premiumization of smartphones, premiumization of your workstations, desktops, notebooks is obviously driving growth from an India perspective. From a Middle East standpoint, I see the Vision 2030 initiative by the governments here. A lot of data center investments that is obviously bringing in. The Middle East region wants to be completely digital in some time, and that drives a whole lot of GPU investments here, cloud adoptions here, local sovereign cloud centers here. Smart city projects are slowly coming up in terms of its governance models. Citizenship services I have seen in UAE, in Saudi Arabia, in all the other GCCL markets. We see them creating big platforms for tomorrow's orchestration of digital citizenship services. So I guess a lot of these will tend to continue, help us grow. And in this context, we're also enabling partners who are traditional, conventional to move towards modernized way of IT consumption. So I think growth is evident in the next 5 years. 2030 can see the peak of what IT consumption can be in these marketplaces. There are many business models that are coming across, and I'm sure we would all be happy to see the growth of the IT and the digital environments here.
Perfect.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you so
having
much,
me on the
Ramesh.
call.
Thank you, Ramesh.